All you missed was Clementine leaving the room.
Get somewhere safer to do this.
Leave the way you entered and nobody would know you're here. You just gotta cover up your tracks. Put the tackle kit back. You should use something to put the hydrogen peroxide on. That's not the bandages. You don't randomly pour it.
This is gonna suck.
This is gonna sting, don't get me wrong. This stings like hell. Down that.
Okay, I'm good. I'm fine.
You shouldn't have dropped it. That just left more out. I never had to get stitches before. Well, I probably did. I did, but I don't remember because I was too young. But it probably hurts like hell.
No. Just like last time. Just how Krista showed me.
You should have something to bite down on. I like how sometimes Clementine can be like strong mentally and physically, and then you get times like these where she's just flipping. Actually has the strength of a kid her age. Mental and physical strength, and she's about like 12. Well, she sort of had something to bite down on, so she didn't scream as much. This is very... She knew they would have helped her if she just waited a night. And she wouldn't have probably wasted the hydrogen peroxide. This should be it. No, I just got pulled. Oh wait, she didn't have anything to cut it off with. This is what I say, she has the strength of a kid her age. Oh, thank God. You wouldn't have wanted to bite that off, you would have wanted to use something to cut it. Now you should bandage it. Yeah, at least the most painful part is done. You wanna know what you could have done? Soak the bandages and hide it. Smashy, smashy. There are so many soft things in the set. Put down the anchor or whatever that thing is called, and then you should have used the use this end of the hammer. And yet this alerts them.
Holy shit. What? How the hell did it get in here?
Little girl's tough as nails.
Are you alright?
I'm still not bitten. I never was. And you left me out here to die.
You patched yourself up? Where'd you get that stuff?
Did she steal from us?
It's nice.
Doesn't change a thing. She hasn't done anything to us.
Says the man not carrying a baby.
You left me no choice.
You could have just left.
Relax.
And yet she said, I
Bring her in, and I'll take a look at her arm.
Damn, look, you're sneaking around out here.
I said you could just let me leave, but they said
hungry?
no. You missed nothing. It was just dead silent after that question.
This might hurt a little.
How's she look?
Her suturing skills need some work, but otherwise, I say she should be fine.
So, it wasn't a lurker bite?
If it was, the fever would have already set in, and her temperature would be through the roof. I wish you wouldn't have done what you did.
I was hurt, and you weren't helping.
Because we considered you a threat, which you were.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you still are.
No, I'm not.
We
Dude.
put you in that shed out of concern for the safety of our loved ones. And then you escaped and persuaded my daughter to steal from us. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but there are a few things you need to know about my daughter.
Okay.
She isn't like you. You may not get that initially, but once you're around her for a while, you'll understand. If she knew how bad the world is, what it's really like out there, she would cease to function. She's my little girl. She's all I have left, and I would ask that you stay away from her.
She needs to grow up sometime.
You do not know what she needs.
It's the blatant
Whoever
fact.
was worried you might be working with someone else, that your being here was no accident. I guess we'll find out. But one thing I know for sure, you are not to be trusted. Stay away from my daughter.
Hey, brought you some food if you're hungry.
I can't tell if that's Lucky Charms or just. I know that's a type of cereal. I can't tell if that's. Or is that Lucky Charm or
That's
oatmeal?
gonna leave one hell of a scar.
One of many.
Better than losing it.
Oh, you can say that again. Scars? They're way cooler than stumps.
Oh, that is a
Nothing.
irony for
I
me.
just had a friend who lost his arm once. That's all.
Hey, look. I just want to say I'm sorry for being a dick out there. Got kind of aggro. That
If I
was
saw it, say
definitely cool.
that won't be the first time I'll be
Next
saw
thing
that,
you
and
know,
certainly wouldn't be the last.
Don't hold it against me.
I don't.
Yeah, I guess we all have our moments. You definitely had one out there.
You were just protecting your friends. I get it.
I didn't mean to be so harsh. I just... we had a bad experience once.
We've all had bad experiences.
Nick lost his mom. We took care of someone who got bit.
It was my fault.
It was no one's fault. We thought we could control it, but we couldn't. And then she turned, and his mom was standing right there, and she got attacked. And there was nothing we could do about it.
Anyway, hopefully you understand.
I do. Yeah.
So, since you're pretty much on your own, what's your plan?
I don't know. I'm kind of on my own now.
Well, you're welcome to stay here if you want. You can let yourself heal up, take some time to sort things out.
Do you think everyone else will be okay with it?
They'll just have to deal with it. So, what happened to your parents? If you don't mind me asking. I mean, I assume what happened to them is what happened to just about everyone's parents.
Yeah.
Just so
Somehow
young,
it's always the parents and never the
I
kid.
think you could have made it on your own for so long, but maybe you did.
Other people took care of me.
Oh wait, subtitles. I'm sorry. Display subtitles. I just like having subtitles
I
on.
was just curious on how you made it this far.
I just tried to stay with good people and not do anything dumb.
Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
My parents went on vacation and left me with a babysitter. And they never came back. We went to Savannah to find them, but they were already dead.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
This man found me and took care of me. We met up with other survivors and we all tried to make it. But it didn't work. His name was Lee. He taught me how to survive. He's the reason I keep my hair short.
What happened to him? You know what? It's okay. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want.
For some reason, I just think that would be the most touchy subject
I
with
hate to
Clementine.
interrupt, but I'm out there standing watch, and I can't help but notice this place is lit up like a goddamn beacon in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's time to turn in anyways.
Now get your winks while you can, because we're going fishing at first light. A couple fresh monkeys for dinner. That'd be nice.
Fish, seafood, in my opinion, is the bomb. I feel bad for people that can't have it.
Oh, you're still here. I wouldn't get comfortable if I were you.
Luke invited me to stay. Good for him.
Square is the funniest option.
We make decisions as a group, and you're wearing out your welcome. You got what you came here for. Now go.
But, I just don't see Clementine being the type of person to use blackmail. No major choices have been made yet. Jesus, I forgot there were many major choices made in this episode.
How you holding up? I heard you got an earful from Rebecca last night. Once she gets going, there's no bringing her back. Her bark's worse than her bite.
She's all talk. She doesn't scare me.
She was in a mood last night, that's for sure.
How far are these fish traps?
It ain't much further. Anyone teach you how to shoot? By that I mean taught proper. Any idiot with a finger can shoot.
Yeah, but not a rifle.
Well, that makes sense. Less kick. This thing could probably knock you on your ass.
And that's not wrong, because he does use it later on, and I believe it does knock her
First
off.
time I took him hunting.
Yes.
Came across this beautiful 13-point buck just standing there on the ridgeline. The boy takes the rifle, he lines up the shot just like I taught him, and then I hear him start whining. He turns to me and he says, "I can't do it. I can't shoot it, Uncle Pete. Please don't make me shoot it."
Oh, that's sad.
Hey! Why didn't you wait?
You want us standing around while you piss on a tree? You know where the river is, boy. Anyway.
Boy.
So I grabbed the gun out of his hand before the big buck runs off, when bang, the gun fires. The boy nearly gut shot me. And of course the buck gets away.
What are you going and telling her this shit for?
Because you almost blew her face off yesterday. Seems relevant. Trying to let her know it's nothing personal with you.
You're always giving me a hard time.
Because you're always giving everyone else a hard time.
I apologized already. She accepted.
Okay, well I didn't know that.
It's fine. He apologized.
You're always trying to embarrass me.
You're doing a good enough job of that on your own. Leaving us again.
I know where the fucking river is.
So anyway, I found that buck later that season. Shot it right in the neck. Brought it up to my sister's figuring she'd want to freeze some of the meat. Nick didn't speak to me for weeks. Sometimes you gotta play a role. Even if it means people you love hate you for it.
You should tell him that.
Uncle Pete!
Nick! Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Full of holes.
Who do you think
My-
did this?
One of my
Not sure yet, but it
least
ain't
favorite
your average gang of
characters
thugs, that much I know.
in the season was voiced by one of my favorite
What do you do?
Who's Carver?
in the last season. I mean, in season 1.
Check those guys there. Be careful. Some of them might still be moving.
That is why you always double tap. As if you watched Zombieland, you should have known. Always double tap.
There are more out there.
This wasn't no rinky-dink pissing match.
What was it then?
Footballer.
Where are you going? We need to get the fuck out of here.
Gotta check the rest.
What? Why?
Calm down and think about it, son.
Calm down! We gotta get out of here now!
Jesus Christ, get a hold of yourself.
Shouldn't we go get the others?
Wish we could. But one of these folks might still be alive, and they just might be inclined to tell us who did this. We gotta do this now. Stay here. Keep searching these.
This is a dumb idea.
Yes,
You know, Nick,
it is.
I don't like this either. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to realize a simple truth.
What, that you're an asshole?
That nobody in this world is ever gonna give a goddamn whether you like something or not. You gotta grow up, son.
Whatever.
Come on, Clem. You want to be useful? Keep a lookout on that tree line. Whoever did this might still be out there. Waiting for another sucker to stumble across this mess. Just like baiting a fish. It's what I'd do. Don't get jumpy on me now. Look, just keep your head on straight.
You don't use a gun, it has a spear in it.
Same deal. Shot to pieces. Hope this isn't anywhere you know.
No.
Good.
Yes. And there they go, just leaving the spear.
Damn it. More on that side.
Even if the
Check out
knife
these ones.
breaks,
See if there's anything on them that'll tell us who they were.
it's still useful. A stick is a useful weapon, as Morgan teaches us on the TV show. Some of these don't have face shots, so yeah, that one doesn't have a face shot, so double tap. Well, visible headshot. So double. Not pale skin, so he's still alive. Hey.
That's my backpack. You were in the woods with Krista. The woman I was with. What happened to her? Please, tell me. Tell me.
Please.
He's gonna die either way. So it's a, but there's a river, so it's okay. You can just fill it up at the river.
Pete! I'm fine. I'm fine. Just lost my footing. Damn it. God damn it. Lurkers! I'm out of ammo. Come this way.
Pete's a bit.
Damn it! You get your asses over here, both of you!
I'll cover you.
We
I'm
gotta
going
get out
after
of here.
Nick.
Get over here, goddamn!
Is it the one for one?
Saved him.
But yeah, he was already bit. Alright, I believe that's the end of this. No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. Huh.
What are we gonna do? Someone's outside. Someone came here looking for you. A man.
What? Did he say what his name was?
We know damn well who it was.
Who is he?
One of the guys we were with before.
What's he gonna do?
I can't keep going.
I figure we got about 5 more days to reach those mountains.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Just relax and put the gun down, man.
I thought you were dead.
There are my choices. I honestly advise you guys look up the soundtrack for these games. They're amazing. See you guys next time. Oh yeah, I forgot these credits are unskippable.
Hold your every breath.